Walmart is extending its senior shopping hour indefinitely. It was a move many grocery stores and essential retailers started back in March to try to help older adults and people with underlying health conditions shop in a store that had been freshly sanitized. Walmart offers the first hour of every Tuesday for customers aged 60 and older that are at high risk for contracting coronavirus. And today marks the start of another round of free coronavirus testing at the Tacoma Dome. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this month, you can drive up and get tested for free between 10 and 4. No insurance is needed on site, but you have to qualify for a test first and sign up ahead of time at Kroger.com for an appointment. Test results for the COVID test actually come back in about 48 hours, maybe.
Washington state potato growers are helping others using their surplus of spuds. Today, they're expected to reach their mission to get 1 million pounds of potatoes processed. Their nearly 1 billion pound surplus came out of so many restaurants being closed during the pandemic. The potatoes have been washed and bagged. They'll be handed out to anyone who wants some today in Olympia at Freightliner Northwest. All potatoes are first come, first served. People living in Mexico are throwing food out of their windows to help those who don't have any. The food is going to those hit hard by the coronavirus pandemic. In this video, you can see people literally tossing food over their balconies down to someone catching it below. It's all part of a donation campaign that translates in English to throw an item out of the window. The goal is to get necessary items to those who need them the most while maintaining social distancing.
Yeah, that picture has 2020 written all over it, doesn't it? Well, the annual Great American Cleanup is back on. The nation's largest community improvement program, put on by Keep America Beautiful, had been tabled this year because of the pandemic. But as the country continues to reopen, the program will now resume and run through mid-October. The Great American Cleanup offers service projects in more than 15,000 communities across America. Volunteers being asked to register if they want to be contacted as individual events get rescheduled in our area.